just like I said about Lopez, this was a guy, Lopez was coming in. He's a big kid. A lot of folks really didn't give him a chance. I even had some people going like, I don't give him a chance against Ortiz. And now they're like, damn, what a fight. I believe we got back my co-host with me. Gabe, you there?
Yep, and I'm here with Josesito Lopez, the man of the hour. They're calling him the Rocky from Riverside. Welcome, Josesito. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's overwhelming support that I've received the past few days, man. I'm still soaking it all in.
Absolutely, man. So first off, congratulations, and secondly, I should have stuck to my original pick, which was I was going to pick you to win, okay? And so I got to eat a little bit of crow here, because it really wasn't. I wasn't doubting what you brought to the table. The only doubt I did have that this was your first big fight at 147 pounds, and I didn't know how well you were going to react to a guy that is a lefty and sometimes can land that. He's got sometimes that blinding speed. He can land a big punch and turn a fight around. And we did see some shaky moments with you. I saw your legs kind of buckle. But man, I got to tell you, every time I saw you get hurt, it was almost watching Eric Morales just try to get back his, try to get his punch back in. I mean, your state of mind, I think that everything, all the stars and all the moons were just aligned just for you perfectly, because the state of mind that you had for this fight here, I don't think you'll ever grab that moment again, man. I mean,
I don't know. I think you will.
Well, I don't know, because, to me, it looked like a man possessed. There was just no way. Like I said earlier, there was no way. There was like no go home in you. How much deep did you get into this fight? I mean, do you even remember the fight? I mean, because I've seen fighters get into a fight like that, and then later they're like, I don't even really remember what happened because I was just that far into the zone.
You know what? Going into the fight, I could easily say I was the most focused I've ever been, and at the same time, I felt weird because it was actually the most relaxed I've ever been. I've never been this relaxed before a fight. And going into the fight, I think the preparation played a big part of it, because I knew I was ready. And I was more focused on what I can do,
right,
in this stage than what Victor can do, because we know what Victor can do. We knew he has power and he is strong. So it was more of what I can do at this stage than what Victor could do.
Now, after hearing, we just had Orlando, which is the manager of Victor Ortiz, on with us, and he gave us the extent of what was going on with Victor and his injuries. And I was just mentioning this a little while ago. I'm like, this is crazy. A lot of folks really kind of said, he's feather-fisted. He's not going to be able to do, damage to Victor. He's not going to be able to hold him off. Do you got to kind of toot your own horn and go, well, for a guy that doesn't hit very hard, I broke a guy's jaw in two different spots. What do you have to say now?
You know what? A lot of people might even say, hey, I just got a lucky punch. But I'm just glad everything went well. Everything's good. I'm not the fastest puncher. I'm not the strongest fighter, and I'm definitely not the best fighter out there. But put me in the ring, and I'm gonna give anybody a fight. I'm a fighter, so I'm gonna be in an exciting fight anytime.
Amen to that, brother. You know what? Absolutely. You are a fighter. It's like that coin. You flip it no matter what. Magic coin. There's going to be heads and heads. That's the way you are. Warrior, no doubt about it. We're always going to get our money worth with you. Go ahead, Gabriel.
How much did it piss you off that they announced the Canelo fight? Was that fuel in there? Would you ever think about that?
You know what? It bothered me. I can't lie that it bothered me. But, just like I said, it just added a little bit more motivation. But the motivation itself was already there. I couldn't possibly be any more motivated. But now I just wanted to go in there and ruin some plans, just to make my victory that much better.
That's like when Rockman knocked out Lennox Lewis, and the first thing he yelled was like, "No Lennox Tyson." It's one of those moments. I'm curious too. Like Dave kind of asked you this. Those moments you get rocked and you just keep coming back. Was it just round by round? Because your face, you were taking damage in there. It was a race to me between Ortiz's mind and I didn't know his jaw was broke, and your face stopping the fight. Were you ever aware of that, or was it just you were on a kamikaze mission? I'm getting this done.
You know what? Unfortunately for me, my face does get marked up quite easily, and he did land big shots and big punches, and I did get a hit quite a bit, but I think the look of my face was worse than it actually was. At no point in the fight was I ever in really big danger. He definitely did connect some good punches that definitely got my attention, and I'd have to be on the defensive side, but as soon as I can compose myself, I got to fire back, because, that's the only way I'm going to stop Victor Ortiz, because I'd have to fire back and have him feel the punches of my own.
In retrospect, you really showed what sacrifice in this was, and I thought you set a tone that just said, I need to have it tonight, and it's going to be a knockout. Like, that's just the way it's going. Do you look back to that Jesse Vargas fight and go, you now understand what it was, that extra thing that you needed to give in order to get a victory?
Yes, of course. I've learned from every loss that I've had. That's the only way you can go back and get better. And I feel that every fight, win or lose, I'm getting better. And and from the Jesse Vargas fight, I definitely let the foot off the gas in the last few rounds, and I lost momentum, and I think that played a big role. And I think I knew going into that fight, I had to win easily 8 rounds out of the 10 to pull off a decision. So going in there, I to this training camp, I trained a lot harder, because there was no way I was gonna let this opportunity this big go to waste.
Yeah.
You've had, and this is my last thing really. I'll pass it over to Dave. You've had 3 close losses, like decision losses, and 4 really. Going all the way back to you got your 3rd fight. When you go through a tough extended fight like that, and you go the distance and you lose a close one, versus taking a lot of damage and winning, what's the healing process like? Is it the same for each one, or is it easier to heal knowing that you won and your future is very bright?
Oh, you know what? Every loss, mine have been pretty close, but no matter what it is, it's tough mentally on you, man. It's really tough. It really makes you sit down and really think about your future. Like, man, really, unfortunately in this sport of boxing, without having that 0 in front, there's not many options you have out there. You don't have, you won't be on the A side, so it's tough, and to still try to get back and do it again, it's hard. But, luckily I've had the right group of people behind me. I have a good family that supports and a good training team, and, that do believe in me. So that's really all you need, just a few group of people that believe in you and that can help you up and get you to that next level.
Anytime you get a big win, especially a big win like this, where you come in as the underdog or the guy that he's not supposed to crash the party. Your alignment of now other fights that are available out there should open up for you. Let me ask you this, because you're obviously the guy that Golden Boy was looking at to be a marginal tune-up for Victor Ortiz to lead into those sweepstakes that everybody's after with Canelo, and you put a stop to that. Beating Victor Ortiz, upsetting Victor Ortiz. Let me ask you honestly, Josesito, do you think you ruined the relationship with yourself and Golden Boy of getting a shot at any other Golden Boy fighters just because you're not a game player with them? You're not willing to play ball the way they want to play ball?
That's funny. I really don't know. Of course, I was supposed to go in there, and it was supposed to be just a victory for Ortiz. I know the plan. I know
right.
their plan, at least. It definitely wasn't my plan. But maybe I can get a little bit more respect now, and know that if I'm in a fight, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight either way. So I'm not worried about that. I think I have the right people behind me, and good opportunities to come. And I think if we play our cards right, our future is looking great.
Do you stay at 147 or do you go back to 140? I mean, because there's some good fights at 140 still for you. I mean, you got Danny Garcia going to be facing Amir Khan. I would love to see you get a shot at either one of those guys, There's a guy in your stable camp, Mauricio Herrera, that doesn't have a dance partner anymore with Brandon Rios. That's another great fight. Or do you stay at 147 and wait for the outcome? I mean, another Golden Boy fighter that's dabbling at 147 is in July 28th is Robert Guerrero. Is there a possibility that you might be able to, rub shoulders with Golden Boy again and say, hey, I'm the underdog, I'm not supposed to hit so hard, but give me a shot?
You know what? There's definitely a lot of good fighters out there in the 40 and 47 division, and there's definitely fights to be made. We felt pretty good going into this weight division. I understand I'm not a full welterweight. And I'm more comfortable like at the 43, 44 pound division, but not division, 344. But we can easily still make 140. So I think we're definitely going to explore our options and make the right choices. And whether it's 40 or 47. It doesn't matter. I think there's definitely fights to be made, and I'd be excited to fight anybody that's worthy.
You say it's fair to say that you didn't just win money, you didn't just win a fight, you won options in this. Like you can go 40, 47. You got Matisse, Maidana is around. Bradley's probably going to be looking for somebody to fight, and they'll probably want to put him in with a Mexican that comes to him to make him exciting. The sky's kind of the limit right now, huh?
Exactly. I mean, I've always, dreamed of being in this position. It tables have turned. I have a voice. I'm not just an opponent, so I feel that going into a fight, I'm that much more confident, that much better preparation. Everything's going good. Besides the little chunk of change that I got for this fight, now tables have turned, and I'm in the front seat of the driver's seat. So that's great. That's great to have options, and something that I never really had before. So having an option, man, it's the best feeling.
Man, we've had you on. I don't know. I think it's like our third year we've had you on with us here on Leaving the Ring, and it's not even. I don't even know how to describe it, to see a guy that we've put on the radio show and we've spoken to that finally meets that road that you guys dedicate yourself to and work so hard to get at, because it's enlightening. With all the darkness that's with boxing, that little bit of that little pinhole of light is what, as a fan, is what we love. We love to see guys like yourself overcome the obstacles of the naysayers. That there is the guy that's not supposed to punch hard actually punches like a jackhammer to knock down those walls, those barriers that say no, you cannot do. So congratulations, brother. I can't wait to see you get in the ring again. And like I said, a warrior. I don't even know if that's the right definition to put on your back right now, because the way you've been going about with your career, there's got to be another name out there to describe the way you've been hustling and bustling in the ring.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the words, man. It means a lot. It's a tough road, coming up, and not just myself, but a lot of fighters go through this. So, it's just sticking through it, man. And there's got to be one thing on your mind, and that's to get to the next level. And sooner or later, if you work hard enough for it, it'll get there.